Today, we're diving into spring-driven generators. They look clever, they look possible, and right now, they're everywhere online. But here's the truth. If you want to fake a generator that looks convincing, this is one of the easiest tricks in the book. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how they fool people and why the laws of physics always win. Here's the setup. A flywheel turns. One spring contracts, pulling a crank arm, which spins the wheel. Meanwhile, another spring stretches, ready for its turn. Looks neat, looks logical. But then the problems begin. The builder shows us his motor, meant to act as a generator. And yes, that part is true. Motors and generators are basically the same. One takes power in, the other gives power out when you spin it. He connects a meter, spins the shaft, and wow, 240 volts. But look closer. The meter is set to DC volts. The motor is a DC motor, so of course it outputs DC, not AC. He spins the flywheel by hand. The machine keeps turning. The meter shows 250 volts DC. Then things get suspicious. Now watch carefully. He plugs in a light bulb, it glows. He plugs in an angle grinder, it spins, sparks fly. Looks impressive. But here's the problem. That grinder is an AC tool. Run it on DC, and it would overheat, spark, and burn out almost instantly. And this tiny generator, it simply doesn't have the power to run both a lamp and a grinder. And here's the giveaway. The machine vibrates across the floor, but the moment it touches the socket, it stops dead. That little plastic socket, weighing only a few ounces, somehow stops the entire machine? Not likely. What's really happening? The socket isn't loose, it's fixed. And more importantly, it's wired to the mains supply. So here's the trick. The lamp and grinder are running off the wall, not the generator. Meanwhile, a small diode hidden inside the socket sends just enough current back into the motor to keep the flywheel turning. Illusion complete. The next example is even bigger. A giant spring-driven contraption with a huge flywheel. It looks like something from a steampunk movie. But watch closely. The flywheel rocks back and forth, always settling in the same spot. That's not power, that's imbalance. And imbalance means wasted energy. Despite its size, it's just as fake. Here's the bottom line. First, the laws of physics. Perpetual motion is impossible. These machines will always stop once the starting energy runs out. Second, Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. When one spring pulls, another pushes back. The forces cancel. And third, the load problem. Even if you somehow got it to spin freely, the instant you plug in a tool or a lamp, you add more demand than it can ever supply. It slows, it stops, every time. So what's really happening in these videos? The bulbs, the grinders, the tools, they're powered by hidden wiring from the wall. The springs, the flywheels, they're just stage props. It's not free energy, it's just an illusion. So next time you see a spring-driven generator online, remember, physics doesn't bend for YouTube views.